Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm frustrated. I don't know how you're feeling. I'm frustrated. I think it's Boxing Day when you get your reading, and I was just thinking to myself of my introduction. I was going to say like, Pisces, I hope you've enjoyed your holidays, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. And I noticed, like, as I was shuffling this deck ready to kind of prep for your reading, one card kind of flipped and went the wrong way around, so I had to kind of like dig it out the deck, and it was the Ace of Pentacles. And I thought, I wonder if some Pisces are either working over the holidays, like maybe you're like nurses, or hi to my friend who was a nurse, maybe you're like doctors, nurses, I don't know, police, I can't think who else needs to work over Christmas, I don't know, like emergency shop workers, I don't know, the heroes, right, that we all need, who provide important services over the holidays. So maybe some of you are working over the holidays and you're not really enjoying it, right? Or maybe you are enjoying it. Maybe you enjoy your work. Maybe you're getting to work on projects that you don't get to work on, you know, like side projects, like hobbies or something, you know, with the time off. It's like, I'm going to invest my time wisely. I'm going to get on with that side hobby or that side hustle. Others of you, Christmas feels like work. It's like you have to put up the decorations, you have to take down the decorations, you have to make Christmas dinner, you have to clean up all the wrapping paper, you have to wrap all the presents in the first place, you have to go shopping, you have to get everybody over, you have to go and run, like, you know, get the car and like go and pick people up and like cart people here and there. So maybe it just feels like Christmas is work for you. And then I was shuffling this deck and there was a huge spill, and that card was there again, the Eight of Pentacles, work. Like, as if it was confirming, Eight of Pentacles twice for you. Christmas is just work for Pisces. Please try and enjoy yourself, you know, as best as you can. Even if, like I say, maybe some of you are like making candles or something. Maybe some of you have like a side hustle, you know, a hobby or something that you're like, some kind of skill that you're trying to improve, and you take, you know, using your time off to work on that skill. So it can go different ways, but yeah, I don't know. I forgot to do words for Capricorn and Aquarius, so I don't know why. It's quite interesting. But let's get some words for you. Pisces. Spicy, spicy Pisces. What do you have? LY. Love you. Love you, Pisces. Maybe Lily. Maybe somebody's name is LY. Float. Maybe there's like a Christmas parade, right, with a float. Endless. Is your work endless? Is the parade endless? It's like, I came to watch this parade, but it's, when is it going to end? I can't see. We've been stood here for 2 hours and I'm bored. I don't want to see any more floats. Please, one more. Please end. Please end. Can this parade end so I can go home? I've got turkey to cook. Ghost. My ghost, where'd you go? Virgo had that song. Please ghost, endless floats. Does feel a little bit ghosts of Christmas past, ghosts of Christmas future, like please haunt me. I love you, float, endless, please ghost. All right, Pisces, what have you got for me here? Pisces, let's get a song for you on camera. Spicy Pisces for whoop. Experience product setup Microsoft apps, not right now. I have to be careful, like you can see all my messages. Pisces. San Andreas Fault by Kathleen. Last night she was raining uncontrollably. She hardly ever shows you how she feels. Blue light, then the morning rolled her over, and the sun starts singing none of this was real. False hype. She's built herself on San Andreas, falls apart whenever he feels, but she holds herself together, wraps herself in easy weather, and all the trash starts shining as she dances in the sun. Long drive through her coastal mountains majesty, on fire, streams against the sea, barbed wire, wrapped around her finger, singing low. How none of that was real. But she holds herself together, wraps herself in easy weather, and she hopes it's getting better, and she hopes it's getting better. Makeup on the pillowcase. Wait, hang on. Beetles in the pomegranates, people in her drainage ditches, makeup on her pillowcase, flip it over, it's okay. Fighting like a better fish, colourful and elegant. Come on, take a piece, because you know she's going to feel like freedom, feels like freedom as she dances in the sun. Okay, so San Andreas Fault by Kathleen. I'm just going to pause. I think my cat wants to come in the room. Hold on. Okay, so I've got a big fat cat that's coming to interrupt the reading. Do you want to go on the window ledge, Bess? She's got one of my hairs on her. Go on the window ledge. Okay, so I love you, Bessie. Pisces, San Andreas Fault. Was it only a dream I'm getting? Was it only a dream? Feels, your reading feels very ephemeral. Is that the right word? Ephemeral, am I pronouncing it right? Like very gauzy and, you know, beyond the veil, dreamy. Archangel Gabriel, self-expression, creativity, and North Star. So if you're interested, I'd go and have a look at what your North Node placement is. It's kind of to do with your destiny, your purpose. It's stuff that kind of feels uncomfortable and unnatural for you, but the more you embrace it, the more full you'll feel as a person, because it's like, you know, we all have skills and talents, and sometimes we have kind of a weakness, but if we can get a handle on that weakness and kind of figure it out, like, it can actually be very liberating. So go have a look at what your North Node is. Have a look in the description box down below for a link that will take you to a service. You can use a different one if you want. I'm not affiliated, but we could be talking about North Node here. Could have a Aquarius North Node. Commander Ashtar, Starseed, Space Travel, Galactic Guides. Okay, one of my guides, when I asked like, where are these messages coming from, like who's giving me this information, like who am I connecting with, I randomized a song on Spotify and got Starman by David Bowie. There's a star man waiting in the sky. So I kind of have this idea that one of my guides is this kind of David Bowie like Aquarian intergalactic starseed guy. So like this Doctor Who guy, right? Starseed, Space Travel, Galactic Guides. Like, I'm laughing, but if I know that some people take this very seriously. I'm just new to it, and anything that makes me a bit nervous, like, I giggle about. So if you take this very, very seriously, like, I don't mean any disrespect. I make fun of anything that makes me feel even vaguely uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm still kind of learning about it. But I know some people are like, this is real. Commander Ashtar is an intergalactic ascended master who works with other ascended star beings and the Intergalactic Council to help the planet Earth reach higher levels of consciousness, love, and wisdom. Commander Ashtar can help you to connect with the stars and to your star origin. Supporting starseeds, anyone who feels that their soul originated on another planet or just has a deep connection to the stars, is one of Commander Ashtar's roles, and he can help you to feel more at home on this planet and remember your own galactic mission. The Oracle, you have a galactic mission to help support this planet in reaching higher levels of consciousness. Help in whatever way you feel called. Okay. Embody the energy of Commander Ashtar by taking command of your own life, stepping into leadership positions, working towards your life purpose and galactic mission, taking yourself on meditation journeys or astral travel through the stars and galaxies, and helping others to fulfill their mission. I've got acne. I thought for a while it's because I kept kissing the cat. Are you sleeping there? Okay, well, that's going to be a bit difficult, isn't it, to do the reading with you sleeping there? Yeah, I thought for a second it was because I keep kissing the cat and she's got this like medicated collar on, and I thought maybe it was like making my skin bad, but I think it's actually because I've been wearing masks again because of the new restrictions. All right, are you going to sit there and get in the way of Pisces' reading? Is this what's happening now? Fair enough. All right, Pisces, we're going to have to put up with this. So I'm getting some of you have been on some adventures either in your dreams or you've been astrally projecting, astral traveling, because that song as well gave me this feeling of like going on a journey with somebody but them not really being there. you know, or like, you know, having a very vivid dream, but waking up and thinking, did that really happen? Was that real? Or for some of you, it could also be that feeling of, you know, when you drink too much and you wake up the next day and you can't really remember what happened properly, and then you kind of get glimpses of it. So it's that kind of like, is this real? Is this not real energy? Don't scratch. Okay, so how am I going to do the reading, Bess? Can I transport you over to the bed so I can have a bit more space? Is that okay? Or are you going to murder me if I try? I'm going to just pause and see if I can move her. I feel guilty, but I haven't got enough space to do your reading. She did give me a little nip. She was not happy. She was like, no, I want to sleep here. Okay. She's been a bit nippy recently. It's strange because she was biting when we first got her. And then she like went really, really soft. And then she's been a bit nippy again. So I don't know if like when she goes out on adventures, maybe she's, you know, somebody's been a bit mean to her, or if she's a bit, you know, like sometimes when you're in a bit of pain, like maybe she's a bit hurt, which she seems okay physically, but you know, sometimes it's like you touch someone wrong and it's like, oh. So I don't know what's up with her, but she just seems a bit snappy at the moment. So Pisces, Pisces, working hard over Christmas on something. What's going on? Healing, needing bed rest, needing time to figure something out, feeling a bit drained, feeling like, yeah, just feeling like you need a rest, that you need a time out. I'll clarify that death card in a moment. You're going in a good direction with that Six of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely going to something good, but you're having this like rest period in between. A lot of like patience, resting. Oh, oh. Dealing with something a little bit toxic. That's too many. I can't take that many. I will clarify that devil in a moment, but for now I just need, there we go. Feeling a bit defensive, but I want to say if you either defensive or taking a high ground and you're dealing with devil energy, then of course you're defensive because you're thinking about your success here in the future. Yeah, no, you're dealing with something that was difficult in the past, something that was toxic in the past, something that you've had to heal from. Your center card is this healing card. What major arcana do you have? Death and Temperance and the Devil. So double Plutonic energy, Saturn energy here. So you've got Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius. This feels like tolerating something. Being in some kind of situation where you've had to keep your equilibrium, you've had to stay balanced, you've had to be patient, you've had to be tolerant, you've had to control your temper, you've had to control your emotions, you may have been drinking, right, to deal with some kind of anxiety or stress, because the devil can be some kind of addiction as well, so overdoing it, you know, drinking too much, you know, feeling sick the next day. I mean, it's Boxing Day, right? So feeling like you, you know, have to sleep it off, right? This reading is giving me the energy of, I told this story in another reading last week. It was the story of my grandfather passed away over Christmas one year, and the next, I don't know if it was the same year or the next year, and we had Christmas dinner at my mum's house, and I drank too much, and I ended up mixing maybe don't mix your drinks. I ended up drinking, I think it was like whiskey or brandy or something, but I was drinking water, and I think I was watering it down. I don't know if I had ice in it or something, but it kind of had the opposite effect of, instead of making it weaker, it kind of made it stronger. I don't know how that even happens. And I remember throwing up in the toilet, and like, I don't even know how I got home, but then I was throwing up at home. And it was like, just drank way too much, but it's because I couldn't deal with those emotions after my granddad passed away, right? It was like, there was stuff there that I was struggling to deal with, and so I overdid it at Christmas, and yeah, I was saying in that other reading, it's the last time I drunk myself senseless. And that was like 13 years ago or something. And I've never ever like been that bad since. So be careful about mixing your drinks at Christmas. I mean, it's too late now, right? It's Boxing Day. You're already in this kind of hungover energy. That's what that's giving me. It doesn't have to be that exact situation for you. But, oh, Lover's card there. Was it only a dream? What's the Death card? Emotions. Oh, no. Oh, no. The end to happiness. Happiness coming to an end. It could be, you know, had a really great time at Christmas and like it's over now. You've got to pick up the pieces. You've got to tidy up. You've got to wait until next year. The death of... That's an emotional death. That's saying goodbye to something that was really happy for you. So again, if you're in that situation where you're dealing with an actual loss of a person who you had a strong connection with, then, you know, my heart goes out to you, because that's emotionally quite painful there. Could be dealing with a Cancerian. I asked, without asking it aloud, I was asking, what's the nature of the Death card? What is the purpose? What's transforming? And it gave me the Chariot. So something about control. The purpose of whatever's happened for you here emotionally that felt like an end to your happiness is for you to gain some sort of control over the situation. Interesting that Death is riding a white horse, but there's also a black horse. Two white horses. There's something about the horses. Could be dealing with Sagittarius. There's something that needs to be brought into alignment within you. There's something about riding the white horse, because it's like, the way I'm seeing it is this Death figure, right? The guy on the back of the horse is the black horse. But in this image, he's riding the white horse. But what you're being asked to do is bring these two energies into alignment. She should be running alongside the white horse. These two should be partners, like yin yang is balance. And that's how you gain control of this situation. And then ultimately, it's like, I'm seeing this as you on the horse. Like having some kind of success over the way that some kind of ending or your relationship to death, it's like you're gaining control over it. So I'm not saying that you're controlling death. I'm saying that perhaps at one point you felt like endings happened to you. Like you felt like your happiness was taken away. You felt like things were removed from your life, things were taken away from you. Because this Five of Pentacles is showing me that it makes you feel like you're out in the cold. It makes you feel like you've suffered a loss. It makes you feel like you're being rejected. So you felt like it was something that happened to you. So emotionally, you're doing something here where I'm hearing renegotiating. It's like you're renegotiating your own relationship to endings. And you're gaining some kind of control over your own feelings and responses to endings. So if I use my example of drinking too much when my granddad died, I was not in control. I lost control. I gave into the devil, right? I gave into temptation. I couldn't deal with my emotions. I burnt out. But sometimes you have to do that in order to hit rock bottom. And it's like veering out of control. I don't drink and drive. Please don't drink and drive. But it's like veering out of control, hypothetically, in your own life because of something that's happened to you, because of some kind of ending where something that made you really happy was taken from your life. And not being able to emotionally deal with that, so therefore veering out of control, you know, taking a hard left, indulging in something that was toxic for you, losing patience, losing your ability to control yourself. and allowing the devil to take the wheel for a while, whether that's caving into some kind of addiction or toxic behavior or a toxic person, who, like, letting a toxic person control your life for you because you don't know what to do yourself, you don't know how to handle something. So this person steps in, you let them rule your life for you, and you know, maybe before you know it, you're the puppet on the string, right? And you've lost all sense of control, where this is regaining control, taking back the wheel, abstaining. Temperance is a card about abstinence, abstaining and not letting that devil take the control away from you anymore, and ultimately having success, emotionally having success, because you've took the high ground, you've fought back your own demons. Five of Pentacles, because that's acknowledging where in the past you have felt like you've had some kind of it feels like persecution. It feels like either a victim mentality or persecution, where you feel like you've been out in the cold in some sort of way, you've been rejected. It could be like abandonment issues. You felt like you were pushed out, rejected, at a loss. You didn't have enough money for things. But again, the Knight of Swords is like taking control, taking action. They're not just sitting there, right? They're not just sat there against the wall, huddled up, cold, letting the snow build up on them. They're up, they're walking, they're moving, they're doing something about it. And here he's doing something about it, taking action. So having some sense of loss or disappointment or abandonment or failure, financially and tangibly. I mean, Pentacles is something that's real. But not sitting down and taking it and getting up and doing something about it. But then you're walking straight into the devil. Let me just double check what that Temperance card is. Some kind of truth or some kind of clarity or some kind of news or some kind of knowledge. So again, I feel like it could be information. You heard something, you had some kind of information, and it hit you hard. I want to say with that Death card there, it felt like, you know, it felt like it was an attack on your own happiness. And you had to, it's like you had to be moderate. You thought, I've got this information, how do I stay stable? How am I temperate? But then I feel like here, this is where you lost control of the wheel. And again, I feel like you kind of gave your power away to something that was toxic, whether that's you caved into some kind of addiction, which you're going to do, right? If you've got an addiction or you've got a toxic behavior pattern, we don't heal overnight. It's a long journey for us. The healing process is a long process. There's, you know, sometimes we're going to have wins and successes, and sometimes we're going to have moments where we slip up and we fail and we go back into an old behavior pattern. So this feels like an old behavior pattern or something toxic. I saw the Hierophant, so I have something to say about that. Whoa, that kicked that card off the table. What I was going to say with the Hierophant is they are actually outside a church. So it could be somebody feels like they were pushed out of some kind of church community or some kind of structure, family structure, a corporate structure. Like the door was shut, they were excluded from it. So they turned to the devil, right? They turned to, they were shut out from the Hierophant, so they went to the devil, because the devil was going to provide them assistance. So it could be, I mean, a metaphor. It's probably nothing this big, but metaphorically speaking, an example would be you need money, right? You can't pay for Christmas. You can't pay your mortgage. You've spent too much at Christmas and now you can't pay your bills in January. So you go to the church for help. The church are meant to help people. The church are meant to help the poor. The church are meant to be there for you when you need food, right? Running food banks and things like this, but you've turned away. You know, they shut the door on you. They say, no, sorry, it's closed. We're not open right now. We're shut over Christmas. I don't know, something ridiculous like that. And you're like, but you were meant to be there for me. You were meant to help me. You're meant to be the good guys. So then there's this guy who's like a loan shark, and they go, hey, I heard you need money. Yeah, it's fine. Just pay me back when you can. But there's strings attached, right? You felt rejected by something that was meant to be there for you, so you went to something that was toxic. What did I ask about? Did I ask about the Five of Pentacles? Or the Devil? The Death, the Hangman, and the Queen of Cups. Let me just ask again, because I've lost track of what my question was. What's the Devil for Pisces? What's the Devil for Pisces? Tower. Double Pluto energy. It's something to do with this Three of Wands in your emotions. So waiting for something or someone from your past, having nostalgia, having memories, thinking about the past, some kind of past connection, some kind of person from your past, thinking about your childhood, thinking about somebody who felt like they were a soulmate, they were meant to be in your life, right? They were meant to make you happy in some sort of way. A decision being made and waiting. And it's almost like the waiting for this person is what's toxic. Let me just check what that Three of Wands is in your emotions then. What's the Three of Wands in Pisces as emotions? Am I still recording? I am. Two of Cups, yeah. Okay, so what I see happening here is that there's somebody in your life who is meant to be, you were meant to have happiness with. This is happy families, happily ever after. There's somebody who is meant to be your person, meant to be your soulmate, meant to be an equal in your life, right? This person was meant to show up. They were meant to be there for you. They were meant to support you. They were meant to give to you as much as you gave to them, with that Six of Cups showing. You made a decision to wait for this person, but the waiting is the toxic thing. The waiting is draining you. The waiting is keeping you trapped. It's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you from taking control of your life and moving forward. You made a decision to wait for somebody. It could be that you made a decision to wait for somebody who is toxic to heal, to catch up for you, to show up for you. Four of Swords, but I just feel like this patience energy is the toxic energy. Waiting for them to catch up, waiting for them to show up, waiting for them to be there for you, waiting for them to match you. It's like they were meant to, but they never did. Like the happily ever after that was promised, like attached to this person, never happened. It's giving me that Lana Del Rey song with, is it John Lennon and Yoko Ono's son? I can't remember his name. Tomorrow never came. I waited for you on the park bench in the middle of the pouring rain. You said you'd meet me out there tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. So you're healing. Yeah, the Lover's card. This could have been somebody who really did genuinely feel like a soulmate, like the person you were meant to be with, your yin and yang. This is your thoughts. So anytime that you spend resting, anytime that you spend recuperating, anytime that you spend healing, it's giving you a huge amount of clarity on this relationship, on this, I'm hearing chosen one. You're seeing things from a logical perspective. You're seeing things from a space of emotional detachment. So let's clarify the Seven of Wands first. What's the Seven of Wands? Because this is your action space. Oh, and that Five of Pentacles keeps getting kicked out. So I feel like whatever this was, it's like you're not. It's like no more of that. No more of that. Not having any more of that. Abandonment issues, feeling rejected. We're not. That's off the table. We're not doing that anymore. So I feel like this came out in reverse. You're taking the upper hand. You're taking a lot of emotional pain and you're taking the high ground. You're picking yourself up. You're defending yourself. You are planting your feet firmly and you're drawing some clear boundaries here. to protect your heart space, to help you with your heart healing. So now you're thinking about this Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles in your thoughts, in your future thoughts. Kind of gives me, I was talking about Halsey in Aquarius's reading. It's like, if I can't have love, I want money. If I can't have love, I'll have power. And I want to say there's some kind of self-empowerment happening here, where you're not waiting for your handsome prince, your knight in shining armor, your I don't know, your Snow White to come and save you anymore. You taking responsibility for your own practical side of life, for your own success. You don't want to have to go begging for anyone else anymore. You know, you don't want to have to ask anyone for money. You want to be self-reliant here in some sort of way. It's empowering. It's good. Clarity. Ace of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles in Pisces' thoughts. There's that Seven of Wands again. You are thinking that if an opportunity shows up for you in the future, you're going to take it without a second thought. If something comes in for you and it feels good and it feels like it's going to... The Ace of Pentacles is something practical, and it's something where there's a lot of potential. Like, it's like a seed that you can plant and grow a forest from. So it's any ace is divinely guided. It's a divine gift. So it may be a person that brings this into your life. You know, hey, here's this job opportunity, or hey, here's an engagement ring, here's a gift, here's a lump sum of money, here's an opportunity to learn a new skill. It's something practical. It's something real, right? Tangible. But it's divinely guided. It's brought into your life as a divine opportunity, even though it may come in a physical form. So it's not in your reality. What's happening is you thinking, when this opportunity comes in, I'm going for it without a second thought, right? I am trusting my instincts. I'm trusting, you know, if this comes in and it says leap and it feels good, I'm going to leap, right? I'm going to go for it. The Queen of Wands and the Fool, that's Sagittarius and Aries. It's very fiery, it's very impulsive, it's very confident, it's very determined. You're going to jump at the chance. If a chance comes in, you're going to jump at it. And it is something to do with this taking the higher path, becoming more centered, becoming more spiritually aware, being less about the low vibrational energies of heartbreak and competition, and, you know, people who are trying to knock you down. You're above it now, right? You've ascended in some sort of way. You've dealt with the devil, and you're now in a better place from that experience, because you learned some lessons from that. So you are getting more... It's like you're not asking for anyone's permission here. You're thinking, if something comes in and I want to do it, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. I don't care what my family has to say about it. I don't care what anyone has to say about this. It's all about what I feel is right for me, and what makes me feel confident, and what makes me feel excited, and what I want to do, right? And it's coming from this place of becoming more empowered and becoming more healed. What is the Six of Wands, please, for Pisces and the future emotions? Two sixes there. You are successfully moving on from choppy waters. I feel like you've dealt with low vibrational energies in the past. So people, places, things that have been toxic. People who are not living the life on the best path. People who are selfish. People who are childish. People who are petty. People who will knock you down to push themselves up. You are moving into an energy where you're becoming a much more self-reliant, much more self-resilient. You're not bending over and asking people, like, you know, how far do you want me to bend? You are taking huge leaps of faith forward, emotionally and logically, towards a brighter future, towards something that is true Ten of Cups. Because the Eight of Wands as well is like taking action. So you're taking control, you're taking ownership. You're not seeing yourself as a victim anymore. You're not allowing anyone to treat you as a victim anymore. You're not allowing anyone to make you feel like you're not good enough. You're not allowing people to make you feel like you're rejected. You're going to do what you want to do because it's right for you, and it's self-empowered, and it's bringing you feeling... bringing you feelings of success, successfully moving forward to calmer waters, successfully defending yourself against low vibrational toxic energies, because you've done some healing work, you've done some shadow work, you've been temperate where other people have been toxic. So it's leading you to a happiness that you are manifesting, that you are creating, that belongs to you, that cannot be taken away from you. Pisces, you're all right. Yeah, once again, look, action. Taking action, communicating, doing what needs to be done. Because you're the boss. Pisces is the boss of Pisces. What else, please, for Pisces? What advice do you have? Advice for Pisces, please. Advice for Pisces. Okay, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Make the change. Remember to practice self-love. Pisces is putting Pisces first, and it's about damn time. Make the change. There is a big life change you've been thinking of making for a while now. This is a sign that you need to trust your instincts and take the leap. Whether you're thinking about cutting your hair or finding a job better suited for you, do the thing and do it with confidence. Remember to practice self-love. You're familiar with the concepts of self-love and self-care, but either you've never actively practiced them or there's something you've fallen behind on. Either way, you should get back on track. Keep yourself maintained in all ways, big or small. That can mean calling it quits to take a luxurious bath. That's what I'm doing. As soon as I finish your reading, I'm getting in the bath. Take a luxurious bath instead, or that can mean putting on a rosewater face mask and getting out your planner so you can sort out your life before it gets too out of control. Yeah, exactly. Take back control. Don't allow life to happen to you. You can happen to life, right? Pisces, brilliant reading. Really loving, because you've faced some BS and you're not having it anymore. It's like you've been pushed too far. You're actually putting yourself first for once. You're healing, taking care of yourself, taking action. It's like not waiting to be rescued, but becoming the Prince Charming yourself, right? Becoming the hero that you needed. And that's brilliant and that's beautiful, and I love that for you. So do take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the holiday period. No matter what you're doing, don't work too hard. And yeah, love and light, Pisces. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye.